Hey everyone, Leah here with Leah Borski Wellness. For those of you who don't know me well, I am the best-selling author of the book Eat to Beat Stress, and I'm a wellness and habits consultant for ambitious women. Hi Emily. So if you're joining me live, go ahead and post in the comments and let me know something fun that you did over the weekend. I'd love to hear about it. Me and my family, if you didn't see the pictures, we went to a local farm and picked blackberries and peaches and had a really good time doing that, and have a bunch of fruit in my freezer for my smoothies in the mornings. So prepping ahead a little bit, that's one thing that I love to do and share with other people. So I wanted to come on quickly today and just talk to you about willpower and basically why we need to let go of, I guess, striving for that, scrambling for that, grasping at that, right? And the thing is about willpower, it requires us to force ourselves to do something that we don't feel like doing, right? Or to stop ourselves from doing something that we really do feel like doing, right? So we have to force ourselves to overpower maybe a self-defeating thought or feeling that we can't control in the moment. And the funny thing about that is if we can't control the feeling, then how are we going to control power over it, right? So I wanted to share just a little example from my life this morning. I woke up on time and went downstairs and was ready to start my morning routine, which includes my workout. And my son was already awake, and that's not typical. He usually wakes up after me, and I have that time in the morning downstairs all to myself. So I didn't have that today, and I was feeling a little bit tired. Even though I got plenty of rest last night, I still was just like feeling kind of groggy. I think the moon energy is like still with me a little bit. If you have struggled with that, hi Janet. If you've been struggling with that over the weekend, I believe it's totally a thing. So I'm feeling it. My whole family's feeling it. But anyways, I totally did not feel like working out. I wanted to sit down. I actually did sit down on the couch and play a board game with my son since he was awake, because we don't get to do that a whole lot, just me and him so much. Usually it's all me and both of my kids at the same time. So it was kind of like a special treat to have that time just with him. But at the end of that, I was like, man, I really don't feel like doing my workout. I'd really just rather sit around. It's kind of gloomy out today. I feel kind of just off and sleepy. And hi, Lisa. I just kind of was like not feeling it, not feeling in the mood to do it. And I know for myself, if I don't do it, my energy and mood will either stay how it is, which my energy was pretty crappy, or it will get worse. It won't get better if I just sit there and not do anything for myself about it. Hi, Laura. And so I realized that how I deal with this is something that I could share for other people to hopefully help you, because I know it can be super challenging. I know it can be that thing that we kind of butt our heads against a lot, willpower. So what I did, instead of focusing on all the excuses that I had, my son is awake, I don't have the space to myself, I'm tired, it's gloomy out, whatever, I flipped that around and focused on how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel for the rest of the day, versus using what little bit of energy I have right now fighting how I feel right now, if that makes sense. So instead of using my situation and little things that came up to justify, okay, well, that's good enough excuse, I'm just not going to do it, right? I know after 12 years of practicing wellness habits, I know how I'm going to feel if I don't do it. I know I'm going to feel worse. I'm definitely not going to feel better, right? So, I mean, it did go through my mind that like, okay, well, if I skip my workout, that's a half an hour I can go and like get some business tasks done real quick and then get started on housework, right? And the thing is, I know that if I don't invest that half hour in taking care of myself, the energy isn't going to be there to do all that other stuff. I can sit at my desk and look at my screen for a half an hour, and I'm really not going to get very much done. I don't feel inspired. I don't feel energized. I don't feel empowered the way that I do after I've had my workout. So my work is affected by that. My business is affected by that. My relationship with my kids is affected by that, because if I'm like, slumped at my desk, not getting anything done, they're not getting my attention, my clients aren't getting my attention. I'm just kind of sitting here like waiting for something to happen that's not going to happen because I have to make it happen, right? And that's the same for all of us. Like, we have to take responsibility, and we can take responsibility without beating ourselves up and without feeling like either I have willpower or I don't. Well, no, you don't have to have willpower. You have to have support. You have to have someone who is further along the path than you to keep you reminded, to keep you guided, to keep you on that path instead of kind of going off your own little way when you have a bad day or it feels really hard to do these things for yourself, right? So let me just look at the comments. Oh, Lisa, focusing on the positive. Yes, I know you love that. I think that's why we get along so good. And it's been forever since we've talked. We need to get on a chat soon. But yeah, so really it's taken me some time to develop these habits, to have this lifestyle in place for myself. I didn't start eating healthy until about 12 years ago when my son was a baby. And before that, it was fast food and coffee for lunch and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not even kidding. Like, that's the total truth. If you've watched me or known me for any period of time, you know that. But so the thing is, it's really hard for us to do on our own. If that's not, like, I have 12 years of expertise. I've built these habits into my day because I know how I feel when I do them, and it's my business. This is what I consult other women to do, right? And that's not to say that you have to be consulting other people or teaching other people how to have healthy habits for you to have healthy habits. But what's that to say is that if that's not your area of expertise, then you probably need someone to support you in that. Because it is really easy. We do have bad days. Things come up, life happens, right? And so, it's the same thing like if you're a business coach or consultant, like if your business is teaching other people how to manage their business, you probably still need a business coach, but that's your expertise, right? And you teach other people. And so you get consulting from other people in the areas that is not your expertise. So like for me, I just invested just over $2,000 over the weekend in myself for business consulting and deep mindset consulting for my business because those are not my areas of expertise. And for me to be able to come out and share what is my area of expertise, which is the wellness and success habits, I need to have support in those other areas, right? And so if you are struggling, if you're finding it very challenging or impossible to stay consistent with healthy habits, and here's the thing, everybody that I talk to lately is like, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. Everybody knows what they need to do. Like, it's really simple. You eat right, you exercise, you get enough sleep, you drink enough water, You take care of yourself, you take breaks, you do things to relieve stress. Like, we all know the things, but we don't all do the things. And that's where it gets sticky. And that's where I help women do the things you need to do. Or if you're not even sure, like, I've tried this and that and nothing ever sticks, or I've tried this and that and nothing I've tried works for me or feels like it's working for me or feels right. That's where I come in and help you establish the things, get solid in the things that you need to do, or help you develop your own unique plan and get your own system set up so that you can be consistent in these habits, because it will affect your business. It will affect your relationship with your partner and your kids and your family and everybody, really, your friends, everyone that you know. When we pour into ourselves first, we have all that to give for everyone else. And so that is how I support women. I would love to get on a 30-minute chat with you if you feel like this is an area where you are ready to get help, get support. I've opened up my calendar this week. I have 5 spots. Where am I? 5 spots available for 30-minute sessions, and we're just going to get really clear on what your challenges are, where you get stuck as far as wellness and success habits, and then figure out what is the best way, if we're a good match, to work together. Because that's something too. I don't want to work with just anybody. There are specific women that I want to work with, and so I really take the time to make sure that we're a good match to work together. And if that's the case, then we will talk about what area where I can help you. I have a few different programs. There's different price levels and levels of commitment from both of us. And so we can figure out which one fits the best for you, for your unique situation. So I'm going to go ahead and post the link for that, and I look forward to talking to you. Let me just make sure I didn't miss any comments. Important advice. Developing habits. It takes time and effort. Yeah, that's so true, Lisa, and that's the thing. A lot of wellness coaches that I have seen will kind of like, oh, it's really easy. You just have to have this plan, and then because you have it, you're just going to do it. And that's not always the case. And 9 times out of 10, that's not what I see. I've seen, and I've done it myself in the past, and I've seen other people do it too. You have all the things. You have the gym membership. You have the workout program. You have the meal plan. You have a refrigerator full of fruits and vegetables, if you even got that far, right? But it doesn't happen. Why does it not happen? Because it does take effort. It does take support. And I am very, very confident in the habits that I've established for myself and the way that I support other women, because I have gone through 12 years of kind of not hit and miss, but like, some things work and some things don't. And everybody's different, right? But also just knowing how to save time, knowing how to plan ahead, having hacks for knowing how to make it really easy for yourself. That's what I specialize in. That's what I help women with. Because we can have all the willpower in the world, right, and not know how to do a thing, or waste a whole lot of time trying to get it done. Or we can be on the flip side where willpower is not cutting it for us. And that is probably 95% of us, right? Willpower is not cutting it. So we got to try it a different way. We have to move in from a different angle. And so that is how I support women. And I would love to see you on a video chat this week. I'll post the link. Go ahead and schedule your appointments. I only have 5 available. So as soon as those are gone, I'm going to close down my calendar. I look forward to talking to you. Thank you all for joining me live, and thank you if you're watching the replay. Bye-bye.